Dailyn, can you just walk us through that last possession where first you get your dunk and then a key stop with the double team there at the end?
Yeah, I think it was a great call by Coach to get the ball out of Epps' hands. He had a great game, and I think it was a good idea to try to make someone else beat us, and we executed. It was great.
Desmond, what was the key to you guys in the second half? You guys were down 12 and really struggled rebounding the ball tonight, but what was the key for you guys in that comeback effort?
Just to keep playing hard. They was a hard playing team in most of the first half, so we just locked in on boxing out, carving out. Even if we don't get it, we just got to make sure our man doesn't get it and continue to trust our offense. Georgetown had like a weird style of how they play defense. They would be in zone for the first 3 passes, and then they would switch to man, and then they would press a little bit. They were just all over the place. So, but we trusted Coach Miller, we trusted our offense, and we settled down a little bit.
Quincy, how much fun is a game like that where it's just back and forth and it comes down to the wire like that?
It's fun because we won. I definitely start with that. But man, to do it at home, to have the fans behind us, and then to be able to do that out there with my brothers, man, it's an amazing feeling. Me and my uncle from back home, we talk about it all the time. A lot of moments hit different in front of 10,000 fans, and everybody on their feet clapping and cheering, and then Dailyn dunks, come out the timeout, everybody standing up, get a stop. It was like deafening out there, so it's fun. It makes me smile.
Dailyn, if you watched the replay of your go-ahead dunk, was there any part of your brain that thought about dropping that off to Abdul, or was that a dunk the whole way?
After I saw him jump for the pump fake, I knew I was dunking it from the time I put the ball on the floor. It was nothing else to do.
When you look at the games that you guys have won this year, most of them, all 2 of them have been by double digits, and the close games have been losses for Xavier this year outside of the crosstown shootout. And I think when you look at this game, I'd be curious to hear, Quincy, your thoughts on what you guys have learned from a lot of these close 2-possession losses that you were able to translate now into a win here today.
We just staying connected, and then when it gets tight, to make sure we locked in on stops, make sure we blocking out, and to forget what happened earlier in the game. Like earlier in the game, we were struggling getting a defensive rebound to close out a possession, but when we really needed it, everybody was down there blocking out, tipping the ball. Boo get it. He trying to strangle it away from 24. Dailyn around. I'm near the free throw line. Just Katie goes long. Dez is around. It's more like we have to stay in the moment now, not worry about what happened 2 possessions ago or what if. Like what if he makes a shot? What if he misses? It's more like, okay, let's just stay in the moment. So just staying connected and staying in the moment.
This past week, there was a viral video that circulated around Xavier Nation of Sean looking at you guys, I think in the UConn game, talking about Alex Caravan saying he's going to get 50 and then staring at all of you guys. What were the conversations like tonight when Jake Nepps was going off and having a big night?
I mean, it was a camera in the huddle, and he just looked around and just said, I forgot exactly what he said, but he just said like something about, he looked at the camera, he said, get this. And he just started going off. And it was just about
He was like, get this on film.
Get this on film.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It was more just like, man, we really haven't talked about the clip, but he definitely said we need to get stops or else we gonna lose.
Quincy has the top score in this game for your team. When you have a matchup like that where another guy on the other team is doing what you're doing, what's that like for you kind of being in that zone? Is it kind of like match him or is it kind of just find a way to get the upper hand? How do you play in those situations?
I mean, it's fun to match, but when he's the reason they winning, it's like, I need to get a stop. I give him a lot of credit for the game he had Jay Heath, but I mean, as like an individual, it's fun, like going back and forth, but as a team, it's like, I definitely was more concerned about the win for sure. I knew he was doing a good job scoring, and I knew I had to pick it up on defense, but, I was definitely way more concerned about the win.
One last question.
Des, you guys led the game, I think, for 81 seconds. A minute and 21 seconds is the total time you had for a lead. What kind of mountain did it feel like climbing throughout the game when they led, for double digits, or you'd make a run and they'd come back and answer?
It was definitely a big mountain, but once we started honing in on defense and you know, getting the 50-50 balls, you know, making the right small plays and stuff, you know, we was crawling up that mountain fast. So, you know, with us, it was the little things that we had to do better, like rebounding, getting 50-50 balls, you know, being in gaps and help and stuff. And then, you know, our offense just, you know, just came with the flow. You know, we had I think we had a good amount of transition points. Yeah, we had like 20 points in transition. You know, we got to the line in the second half as well. So, you know, it was definitely a big mountain, a long mountain, but, you know, once we started creeping away and doing what we normally do and you know, getting stops, we was climbing that mountain with these. So.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.